Well, folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast, and I want to say that it's going to look bad, but from all indications of what I'm looking at, we will get some wind from this storm that's coming through, but it looks like the majority of the weather is going to stay south of the Tampa Bay area. There's this one particular radar. It's a future radar, and I'll put the link down below. And this radar is one that I watch very religiously when it comes to the future forecast of what the rain's going to do. And I've got to say that last weekend when Chad and I went out, and I said, or no, it was the first trip we did in the Stamus, I said, look, I promise you that this weather's going to stay away. This is what, and sure enough, it stayed away. We never got wet. It didn't rain. So I religiously watched this particular radar. And as you can see here, all of that weather is going to stay south of us. And we will get some wind from this, but not a ton. They're calling 10 to 15, maybe a gust to 20 out of the northeast, and then it's going to switch to the northwest. So, and as you see later in the day and on Saturday, the rain crosses the state pretty quickly. With a low pressure system like this coming in, the fish are going to put on the feed bag, and they're going to eat very aggressively. They always have. When I fished in storms or during storms like this, the bite has been unbelievable. So if you get a chance, you can get out there and get on fish, and I'm talking about every fish: snook, redfish, trout, tarpon, grouper, snapper. It's going to be a little bit rough to do grouper and snapper. Chad and I are going to do it inside the bay, so we have the boat now to be able to handle that. But if you have the chance to get out on Saturday, I would say go for it, because I think the weather from every indication is going to stay south of us, and those fish are going to put on the feed bag, and they're going to eat really, really well. So I would definitely, if you can get out on that low pressure system, because it's going to make those fish feed. Let's go ahead and get into the lunar periods and tides for this weekend and talk about what we have in store so you can plan your trip accordingly. On Saturday, we have a high tide at 3:41 p.m. at a 2.34 foot. Then we have a low tide at 12:30 a.m. at a negative 0.8 foot. And then on Sunday, we have a high tide at 4:32 p.m. at a 2.1 foot. So those are the tides for this weekend. As you see, they're a very long incoming tide. So I would really pay attention to the slooners, and then I would definitely fish the slooners, and then fish in protected areas, because that wind is going to be up quite a bit, but the fish are going to really eat very, very well. Let's go ahead and get into the slooners for this weekend. On Saturday, we have a minor feeding time from 10:13 a.m. to 11:13 a.m. Then we have a major feeding time from 4:47 p.m. to 6:47 p.m. Then on Sunday, we have a minor feeding time from 11:09 a.m. to 12:09 p.m. Then we have a major feeding time from 5:33 p.m. to 7:33 p.m. So again, I would really pay attention to those lunar periods, because I think that's when they're really going to eat the hardest. But I think that they're going to eat pretty much all day long, simply because of that low pressure system coming in. I really do think that they're going to eat very, very well. I just want to say thank you again to all the people that have been sending in photos for the top catches. We really appreciate everybody sending in these photos. We appreciate people sending in photos that they've caught the fish on our gear. We really, really appreciate that. So let's get into the top catches for this week. In this first photo, this is Caden with his first ever snook. The smile says it all. Congrats, Caden, on your first of many snook. In this next picture, we have Charlie with a mammoth mangrove snapper caught on our white 2-ounce ball jig. Thanks for coming by the shop, Charlie. In this last set of photos, this is Antonio with a nice mangrove snapper caught on our Stewie jig. He also got into some red grouper, porgies, and more snapper. Thanks for the support, Antonio. All right, folks. I just want to say thanks again for sending in all those pictures. We really appreciate it. We get inundated with pictures every week, which is a great thing. That means a lot of people are watching, and it's this, like I said, we're building a community here. I also want to mention that I am part of a new fishing group that is being started in Apollo Beach, and it's called the Fins Fishing Group. and it will be at Finn's Restaurant in Apollo Beach, right off Apollo Beach Boulevard, every first Tuesday of every month. Our first meeting will be June 7th, which is this coming Tuesday. And this club is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be to where we have a speaker every month. This is going to be more of a hands-on club. We're going to do situations to where we'll have different tables set up, and you'll move from table to table. You'll learn knot tying, different types of knots. You'll learn what gear to use for certain species. We'll also have boats available. Like I'll bring my boat up there one night, and we'll talk about electronics and what to look for and how to look at your electronics, even though most electronics are different. But this group, Finn's Fishing Group, our Finn's Fishing Club, I'm sorry, is going to be different, and I think that it's going to be really awesome because it's going to be so hands-on. I'm part of it. Captain Lori Hall's part of it. Captain Brooksy Hall's part of it. Katie is part of. She's kind of behind the deal with the registration, the website, the Facebook page, all of that fun stuff. So we have a pretty good group. We have some great ideas that are coming through. So if you get a chance and you live in our area, in the Ruskin, Apollo Beach, Riverview area, Brandon, come to Finn's Fishing Club at Finn's Restaurant. It's right on the water in Apollo Beach. It's Tuesday, June 7th at 7 p.m. So if you can make it out there, come out and see us. We really would like to see you out there. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody for all of the support, all the kudos for on the boat. Chad and I are absolutely loving this boat. There's a lot of things to come. We have some subscriber winners that we're going to be taking out, golden ticket winners that we're going to be taking out. So there's a lot that's going to be happening here in the next couple of months, and I'm really excited about it simply because it's just we have a boat that can do a lot of different things. Matter of fact, I took it on the flats yesterday catching bait. So I can get on the flats, catch bait on this beast, but still get out in some choppy weather. So again, I want to say thank you very much. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.